Every 4 years, America faces a pivotal moment, choosing its next leader. But how does this process really work? Welcome to Voting Uncovered on ABC Amba TV.
Join us as we dive deep into the intricacies of the U.S. elections. We'll explore the untold stories, what influences voter decisions, the impact of swing states, and the strategies candidates use to sway the public.
Who has the chance of winning? We'll analyze the current contenders, dissect the polls, and share insider insights from political strategists and analysts.
Get ready for a compelling journey into the heart of American democracy. Tune in for exclusive interviews, captivating stories, and the facts behind the fiction, because it's time to truly understand how America votes.
Voting Uncovered, only on ABC Amba TV. Don't miss out on these insights.
Well, in a historic comeback, Donald Trump has not only reclaimed the White House. He indeed has won the elections, and that is the talk of the town. That is the news on every platform. It is indeed historic, is the history of the world, because in a historic comeback, Donald Trump has not only reclaimed the White House, but has redefined the political landscape of the United States. His Make America Great Again movement not only mobilized millions to the polls, but also led to a sweeping Republican victory across both the Senate and Congress. For the first time in recent history, the Republican Party has achieved overwhelming success in both houses, gaining control in a landslide that highlights a surge of conservative support across the nation. The Associated Press contrasted the two campaign camps as they awaited poll results. Trump's camp maintained a celebratory mood, confident and energized by high turnout and clear enthusiasm among supporters. In a stunning accomplishment, Trump captured both the Electoral College and the popular vote, a rare double victory, which has only been achieved by a few in history, setting him apart in this unprecedented election. While Trump's victory underscores a significant shift, many Americans would have preferred, of course, to see Kamala Harris at the helm. As a vice president under a Democratic administration, she represented a continuation of current policies and progress on social issues. However, the recent economic challenges, rising inflation, and questions surrounding foreign policies have put the administration's track record under scrutiny. Critics argue that Harris, in her vice presidential role, did not sufficiently address the nation's economic issues, allowing these factors to weigh heavily on the campaign. Additionally, for some voters, Harris represented progressive change and inclusivity. Her position on social policies and a strong emphasis on women's rights, particularly around reproductive health and abortion, garnered support from various advocacy groups. However, her association with the current administration's perceived struggles may certainly have hindered her chances at the presidency. Trump's policies, on the other hand, both praised and criticized, were central to this election. Opponents of Trump voiced concerns over his strict immigration policies, his pro-life stance, and lingering allegations of racial insensitivity, while claims that Trump has repeatedly denied, especially when it comes to racism. The former president, Donald Trump, has faced criticism for his firm stance on illegal immigration, which many saw as restricting undocumented migrants' opportunities, as well as his conservative policies on issues like abortion. On the other hand, Trump supporters viewed these policies as essential for protecting American values and sovereignty. For them, Trump's immigration stance was a necessary step to uphold the rule of law, and his pro-life policies reflected values of human life. Comparing Trump's previous tenure to the recent years under the Democrats, his supporters believe he brought stability and economic growth to the country. Many Americans who felt the effect of inflation, job loss, and weakened international standing under the current administration saw a return to Trump's leadership as a path to renewed prosperity and strength. Trump's ability to focus on the interest of the American people and his commitment to make America great again were persuasive factors that ultimately led him back to the White House. Kamala Harris's concession speech, well, I guess with the pros and the cons mentioned on both sides. The pros for Trump eventually triumphed, leading him to victory. But we must give it to Kamala for her concession speech. It was such maturity and actually very democratic for her to accept defeat and give her concession speech, something that we're going to listen to now. But then unlike in 2020, when someone else lost but would not accept defeat. Well, let's take a look at her concession speech, because more about this we'll talk about in our upcoming program on ABC Amba TV. But for now, we'll only listen to Kamala's concession speech.
My heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting.
Oh, well, across the country, reactions from Democrats and those on the left range from somber acceptance to intense disappointment and radical displays. Some supporters were visibly emotional, struggling to accept the outcome after years of progressive achievements under the Democratic administration, what they considered progressive achievement, while others reacted with anger and frustration, with some resorting to protest in the streets to voice their dissatisfaction with the results.
The results are in, and Donald Trump is once again the President of the United States. But not everyone is happy. Kamala Harris's supporters have taken to social media in droves, crying, screaming, and throwing tantrums because the election didn't go the way they wanted. This woman couldn't even muster words and just screamed during her meltdown. And this woman took her meltdown to a whole new level, violently screaming in her car.
I'm sorry! No! Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
And this woman went through a range of emotion throughout her meltdown.
What is wrong with you? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach. What has happened to America? What has happened to democracy? What has happened to freedom? I'm done. I'm
You know, this very last lady talking about what happened to democracy. Well, America being a democratic country doesn't mean the Democratic Party has to win is something they should say to her to help her be a little more consoled. Well, so for Americans, it was a battle to identify the lesser of two evils, as you would say. And from the results, we see that it turned out to be Donald Trump, the lesser of these two evils, where the results underscore that many Americans, whether they agree or disagree with his policies, were ready for a return to Trump's brand of leadership, a change that they believe the country desperately needs right now. Well, before we go, let's leave you with excerpts from the current President of the United States victory speech, where he outlines his plans for America's future. Take a listen.
Incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond. It is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? We're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good. And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much.
Every 4 years, America faces a pivotal moment, choosing its next leader. But how does this process really work? Welcome to Voting Uncovered on ABC Amba TV.
Join us as we dive deep into the intricacies of the U.S. elections. We'll explore the untold stories, what influences voter decisions, the impact of swing states, and the strategies candidates use to sway the public.
Who has the chance of winning? We'll analyze the current contenders, dissect the polls, and share insider insights from political strategists and analysts.
Get ready for a compelling journey into the heart of American democracy. Tune in for exclusive interviews, captivating stories, and the facts behind the fiction, because it's time to truly understand how America votes.
Voting Uncovered, only on ABC Amba TV. Don't miss out on these insights.